Hello, traders. My name is Anna and I'm head coach at Leveraged. Welcome to the live trading room. Today, I am only by myself today. There's no Devet. Normally, he would join us, but you get me only. So, thank you so much for those who are joining in. Let me know where you're watching from. What's the weather like? We normally like to discuss the weather before we dive into all the charts and all what's going on. So, I'm currently in Latvia. And the weather temperature, last time me and Devet were like, we're currently in Latvia and the weather temperature is plus 16 degrees. Right, I'm kidding. So the weather here is, the summer is gone and you can feel the crisp air. So that just means it's definitely summer is going away, which is a shame. But I'm hoping that after the summer is away, then for traders, we are waiting for more volume to come in because currently there's a lot of traders who are taking time off and there's just not a lot going on. And we just had a conversation in our Discord that's just the same thing. There's no volume. Well, not like no volume. There is volume, but not as much. And currently, you see that the charts are just consolidating for the past, I don't know, at least like three weeks easy. So just it looks like traders are having summer holidays, which is nice. It's good to enjoy the holidays as well. So if you're taking time off, it's great. It's good to take time off. But anyhow, the plan today is just walk you through the charts, what I see, what's going on, and then you can ask me any questions you have, anything at all. If you want to know, we have so many updates here at Leveraged. We have new program, we have reset, we're doing giveaways on the Discord. And I'll cover that all like through the stream. But I think we can jump in now and see what's going on in the market. So I will start with Euro USD. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove all my drawings. I'm going to do this and we will start with 4-hour zone. So as you can see, let me take these alerts off as well. So as you can see, we are, consolidating. Like you can see, this all is a consolidation in here and the market is not really doing much. We can see it's just in a ping pong stage, right? Jumping up and down. So, but I personally also know traders who love these conditions and they love that market is doing the ping pong thing and they are trading the zones. So it's kind of great for those traders. So I'm a zone trader. I trade support resistance, really simple. I call my strategy stupid simple because I think the easier it is to understand and the easier it is to read your rules and just look for confirmation. And the more simple it is, the easier it becomes to trade your trading plan. So let me do analysis on this and where do I see my zone. So first of all, I like to just count at the point how many touch points we have and where is that zone. So the first one I can see is around in here because this area here was resistance. It was broken, retested, and now that was a support. So the support was holding and here we broke. Then we used this, that was support. We use it as a resistance. Didn't really give me the pullback, right? Didn't pull back and just went higher. And now we're using this area as a support. So that is like the main zone in here. The next thing I would look at is more what's going on at the moment, what's going on right now. So, and also this is how I see the market. This is how I would do the analysis. So if you're seeing something else, I always say trading is very personal. And if you see another zone or if you see another area, do not get influenced by me. You follow your plan and I'm following mine. But together we can analyze the market. We can see, what am I thinking? What are you thinking? And this analysis is not in a way to, to say that's the right way. Because I really don't like when traders go and just push their idea. This is the way. Yes, for them, for their plan. But for myself, I try to stay as respectful as I can when it comes to sharing analysis and sharing the ideas. So Right. And then, like I said, we need to see what is going on at the moment, because this is, this is price action all the way from 27th of July. So that's like 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks old, even like 4 weeks old, right? Almost. So I want to see what's going on at the moment. So I know that this is a great area. So I can say this is 4-hour zone, right? And then what is going on now? So you can see that there is a zone in here, right? You can see that this area, which also I like to look at the round numbers, and you can see that right here, that was like a little bit lower. There was like the 1700. So those are, how the round numbers, big round numbers, they are psychological levels. That is not any secret. Like these numbers have been there forever. A lot of traders are using them. And I personally also like when the round number, so like 1700, 1.17, 1.16, 1.15, and so on. So when they align with the zone, it just gives me like that extra confirmation to see what the price is doing. So, and here you can see that the price was rejected twice. You can also see that this is like a double top situation in here. And when I really zoom in, what I can see what's going on, I know that this is a long zone and it's really good support area right now. But what I can do is I can try and see if I can find a zone in here. And I know that there is this 4-hour support. So once I have my 4-hour zones, then I go and drop on 15-minute time frame. And I will see if anything at all aligns. So this is the resistance and this is the support. So let me put 4 hours in here as well, because that's like a 4-hour high zone, right? And it's seen here, you can see that this area that was aligning with the 4 hours, it also aligns with 15 minutes, right? So this is a great support area. And actually, if you look at this would have been a great trade, because I take trades from the areas and my confirmation comes with the closure of the 15-minute candle. Stupid simple, I know. And this would be the trade. However, today I'm not trading because we have a lot of news. Here you go, economic calendar. And all the 3 stars, those are high impact news. So I'm not going to trade that. So that's why I just didn't enter any trades. But what I would do is I would enter this, put the stops below the previous low, which is this one, and then just target the previous high, which is this one. So that would have been, but you know how it goes, woulda, shoulda, coulda. So it doesn't count, okay? It doesn't count. This is how a really bad trader would explain analysis, where they already see what has happened and then they are like, look at that, I'm all clever, right? So we don't do that here at Leveraged. We're transparent, okay? So yeah, that could be a really, not could be, this is a really nice support area. So what we can do now, when I look at 15 minutes, you can actually see that the price has made high, lower high, another lower high, a nice double top with a lower high, right? And now we're struggling. Like there, if you read the price action like this, yes, overall you can say, Anna, it is consolidating. I can see that, but I can also see that the price is making lower lows, right? So we are going, if I take the trend line like that, we can see the price is going lower and the direction is lower. Or I can show like this, with an arrow continuation, it's going lower. So I expect that the price actually will struggle to break these highs. And we might see this area 4-hour, which is really important area to be touched, right? But like I said, today we do have news on USD where there's going to be the unemployment claims. So really impactful news where there will be a lot of volatility. Then with news, you never know. Yes, looking now, I would say that more probability is that the price will go lower and we could see, something like that, break retest, and then go lower, and eventually even break out of this support area. So that would be, so that would be what I would be looking for the EU. And again, this is just what I see here now. I would be actually more bearish. So I would be more bearish on this. And obviously, unless we break the previous, high and we start to move bullish, then I can see what's going to happen, right? But also, would I be interested to sell from this area? Absolutely, because on 4 hours, it is a resistance area there, right? So, and the price has already rejected it. So obviously, I really need to see the 15-minute price action to make sure that I'm not getting into a trade for sales, right? Where the price is actually just coming, like, let's say coming to this area, doing like this, just getting the volume, and then I'm selling, but actually price just goes higher. So need to really see the 15-minute price action and what it is going to do. But I think we have, like, if I look at this now, I would say my bias would be bearish. So I don't know, do you guys agree with me? Do you think the EU is bearish or bullish? And just like in my way, like I see lower low, lower highs, prices struggling, and I think we're going for that 4-hour support. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, now let's do the same for the GU. So EU and GU, those are the pairs that I trade personally. So if you want for me to do another pair, just please let me know. But these are the pairs that I trade. Let me first remove everything and go to 4 hours, and let's do the same thing. Oh, I have a lot of alerts in here, probably from, I don't even know when. Let me delete them. Right, so 4 hours. If you compare to the EU, this is definitely not that consolidating, right? We can see a push down, a pullback, push down, completely recovered all this, and now there's another push down. So, and this looks like a really great area, right? So I would say, remember what I said, where do I count like the touch points, right? So I see that in here, we had this, so this area here, I know this looks like a little fake up here, right? So this was our resistance, right? We broke it in here, came to retest and pushed higher. Used this here as a support. We failed, we broke, came to retest, the first retest, and we fully went down. And now it's the second retest, and we're going down again. So this is my main zone for the GU. So I will put 4 hours in here, 4 hour zone in here. And now I need to see where there is a support. So obviously I know that this is our low point. So potentially price, yes, go down all the way to this support, right? And this is actually what the price action is suggesting me, because you can see there was a support before in here, right? And it was broken, retest, and just went lower, right? And here we never got that retest. It just came straight up, right, to this 4 hour area. So the next target, let's say if I would have been selling from here, which actually I did, I already closed the trades because there's a lot of news going on. So I'm managing my trades, but I would have held, all the way to about in here, because I always say when it comes to targets, specifically targets, I'm not talking about your exits, so to take profits. I like to take a profit not in the wick area, right, but in the candle. So if I wanted to, if my target here when I sold would be this, about this area in here, right? So something like that, right? So I was expecting for the price to go down to here, and I don't like to trade. I mean, yes, I see this as a support, but for me, I like to trade the price action. So I will look what the candles are telling me, and it's important if it's like wicking up like this, right? And this is a wick, it might not fill that wick. It might just, go up again, because if you now read this closer price action, what just happened like now, right? We can see that the price is actually making higher lows and we are struggling to break. So we need to break this here, right? With a candle closure, not the wick. Because again, myself, I see the break when we break with the candle body, not the wick. You can see it differently. So you can say this is a break. Let's not fight. I'm just explaining the way I see it. So for me, this is not a break. So what I need to see is for the price to break this to say, oh, okay, there is a chance that we might go lower. And I would be really, really careful on this zone in here because as you can see before, right, it never rejected it. Like it just went straight down. So it might do something like that again, where we're just going to keep on going lower. And I think it also depends on the news today. Like it depends how strong is going to be the dollar. But for now, I think we might go down, take these lows out, right? So the break the structure here and come back to this support area in here. So I think that would be my expectation for my not expectation, let's say bias. So my bias for GU is also more bearish. But when you compare the GU and EU, I think GU moves much better now. Not so much ping pong going on. So yeah, we will see what's going to happen. Now let's quickly look at the DXY. DXY is really interesting. So I mean, let's look. I know I need to zoom out a lot because I really thought it's not going to go lower than this. I really did thought it's not going to go lower than this level of 99. I really thought it's going to stay above 100. But as you can see now, we're trading at 98.2. So we did went lower. We did. So let me zoom in. I mean, what's happening is we are consolidating. You can see there it is like a consolidation, but you can also see that we are moving bullish, right? So we are moving bullish. We took out the structure here, the previous high. We pushed and then we pulled all the way, really aggressively pulled all the way down. So I mean, I am bullish on dollar, to be fair. I am bullish on dollar. I think the price is trying to go, you know how the ranges are? I think the price is really trying to go in the upper range, which is above 100. So I think that dollar is aiming to be trading again in this range in here. So we might see, the push, just like slow push up so we can start to trade in this range. But obviously, 50-50, right? It's always 50-50 with trading. You never know what's going to happen. You just need to react to it. You need to follow the price action. You need to see what is going to happen. So for now, it does look like the dollar is more bullish at least for my eye. I think it is bullish. I see this nice trend here. We took this high, right? I mean, to be fair, I was expecting like this gonna happen, right? I really thought we're gonna come back to retest this area and then move higher, but we did a bigger pull back, but we never took this low. See this one here? Never took it, right? So we found support around 97,600, and then the price is now building higher to go bullish. So I think overall, if I really zoom out and I really look at this, I think the dollar is trying to go into a range for 100 and 103. So that would be what I am thinking. But again, what I think, market doesn't care. And market doesn't care not just what I think, but what all of us think. And that's why as traders, we need to have a good risk management. We need to have emotions under control. We need to trade our plan that has been backtested. And the most important thing is when you take all of that away is to trust our own analysis and do not let someone else say otherwise. So if you are here watching now and you're saying, you know what, I think the dollar is going to drop like melting, I don't know, like a butter, like a knife through the butter, right? So it just melts through it. That's okay because it is your analysis, not mine. And it's just my analysis is that I think the dollar will be bullish, but I might be wrong, you guys, right? So I'm just saying what I'm seeing, and my my eyes tells me that it's going to be bullish. So, but we will see. So anyhow, I'm really, really interested also to see how the EU and GU will react on the news today. So if you're trading with Leveraged, if you're our trader, then here at Leveraged, we do not allow news trading. So 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after the news trades, you're not allowed to open new positions. So be careful on that, because we do have 3-star news, so high impact news. Now, let me kind of tell you also what's going on today is, well, not only today, it's been going on for a while now, but we have launched, and you can read it in there, we have launched Turbo Trade, which means pass first and pay after, or don't pay until you pass. So the idea is this. So many traders are trying to go for a bigger account, and then let's say they struggle and they fail, and they need to spend the whole amount, which is around, let's say 500 to 600 for a 100K account. Now, what here we do at Leveraged, we offer turbo account, which by the way is only one per trader. You cannot get turbo twice, 3 times, 4 times. You can only have one shot. So you're given one shot, so use it wisely. And the idea is this: you don't pay the full fee if you don't pass. Simple as that. So it's like the risk here is 888, right? So you're trying to figure out if you can pass the challenge and get the funding or not. So you pay 888, and if you pass and if you reach the profit target, then you can get funded account. You cannot use your first payout to cover cover the fee. You need to pay straight after, and you have 30 days to actually pay the activation fee. So the most important thing is to understand that this opportunity is really, you need to understand, like, if you pass, then you can have a funded account, but you need to pay an activation fee. But if you fail, you don't pay anything. And failing propfirm challenge is nothing new. I mean, for myself, let's say I have gone through, I'm going to just show you, for example, let's see. Let's say Anna was thinking that this is going to be bullish, right? So I was like trying to catch the pullback. I went into trades, I lost it. I went into another trade, I lost it. Then let's put on another trade. I was buying again. I lost it, right? And then here I was selling and I lost it, right? So, and I was risking about, let's say 1% a trade. Let's put another buy in here. Let me do this. Like that. Losing my voice. Losing my voice from all the talking. So, so if I would be risking 1% and I'm just like on a really bad losing streak in here, right? So I would lose an account and I would fail my propfirm challenge. And like I said, that doesn't mean that you're a bad trader. I have done that as well. If you start a propfirm challenge when you are experiencing the drawdown, it can happen. But with turbo, you have a shot to not pay the full price, but to pay a starting fee, which is $888. And then you can get a chance to trade account. And if you pass, only then you're going to pay. Apologies, guys. I'm completely losing my voice here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, the turbo is really there, and you can see it in there, that it is the lowest fee, but that doesn't mean that, you know, you just pay $888 and then you will be able to trade funded account if you pass. No, you still need to pay the fee, and hopefully that's clear enough. So please go and read all the frequently asked questions page. Read the rules, like what is your trading objectives. Please read that and take the opportunity if you want. And if you don't want to trade turbo, you can trade. We offer still junior account, which is now 5K. We offer senior account where you can get 10, 25, 50, or 100K account. And obviously also executive program, which is for experienced traders looking for bigger capital. And we offer 250K, 500,000, and $1 million account. So really depends on what is it that you want to have and what is it that you want to achieve. But this can happen, like losses can happen like that, and you can lose account. But main thing is not to freak out, just take a breath, breathe in, and go and really analyze what just happened. Because were you wrong on your bias? Did you overtrade? Did you make mistakes? Did you not follow your plan? I mean, there can be so many things. But the main thing is really, I would say for myself, when I go through losing streak, the main thing is journaling. Like, I need to understand what is going on in my head. And when I'm having a really hard time to enter another trade, because if you take 5 losses in a row, in some sense, I'm excited because I know I'm closer to the profit. But at the same time, it is so hard to put that next position on because you've just lost 5 trades in a row. It's so hard. So, but not impossible. As traders, we need to be really strong. We need to be ambitious, willing. We need to be adaptive, and we just need to learn how to control our emotions and how to just push through this. And yeah, traders are not weak at all. We're really strong mentally, definitely. Like, mentally, we're very strong. So anyhow, just wanted to say that. But yeah, if you want me to analyze anything else, you can let me know. Hello, universe. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice today. I don't know why. Just the voice is disappearing. That's what it is. Like, I cannot speak for too long. The voice is just disappearing. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen, to be fair. I'm really excited. I think I would love to be right. Do you struggle with that sometimes where you're like, oh, I have an idea. I think this is going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, you're a little bit upset. And you know what? I also want to say this is normal. When you have imagined that the trade is going to go your way, or that this analysis is going to take place and it's just going to go exactly how you planned, and then it doesn't happen, it's okay. It's like, it's not like you have a crystal ball that you can shake and it says the price is going to go to this number, to that number. It's not like that, right? So it's like, we just really need to learn and understand that it is okay. It is okay. So, oh my goodness. Universe says, does your husband still trade? I remember you said he was one who actually started trading. Yes, he was the one who introduced me to the trading. And he does trade. He does. He does. So we're both traders, which is very rare, I guess, to be both traders. But anyhow, maybe I should do the GJ analysis. I mean, GJ, I really have a bad relationship with GJ. It's like I call it the worst wife, which is really bad. But anyhow, let's try and do it. Let's try and do it. I want to see as well what the GJ, oh my, what the GJ is doing. So first things first, I noticed that there is a resistance in here. What was it? 200. Oh my goodness. Wow. The GJ actually reached the 200, which is really good. And if you think about it, we were trading. Hello. I remember when I traded GJ, I was like, it was like 148 or something. It was really long time ago. I mean, look at that. So that must have been 23. So yeah, a long time ago. And now we're trading close to 200. That's crazy. Anyhow, I think we could see the struggle to break above the 200 level. I mean, we have been to 207, but I don't think it's going to be that easy. And if we do go through, right, then I think it's going to be pretty clear path to the previous highs, to be fair. So yeah, this is actually interesting. Would I attempt selling again in here? I think I would. So I do see something like that happen. So yeah, I think I would be selling more. I mean, okay, let's do this. I want to see the 15-minute price action. this would be like my resistance that I would be really looking forward to see broken, because once we break, I think it's going to be pretty much straightforward. But I need to have another support. And to be fair, I think this is the best support in here. So the wick in here, something like that. Let me see, 195, 195. That's the round number. Remember I said about the round numbers? Those have been used for a very long time in trading. Many traders use the round numbers as well. And this one here, well, that's like let's see, where's 200? Here. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm definitely not going to trade GJ, by the way. Like I do analysis, but I don't trade it, because now I only stick to EU and GU. And with GJ, I will have a sneak peek, but I'm not going to trade it. Like it's just not happening, There's a lot of scars to be healed. So not trading that. Okay, so this is 4 hours. My main resistance is 200, and then support is 195. So let's see in 15 minutes, what is it that we can see? So this would be, okay, first things first, I see this area. Many times traders would ask, Anna, what is your edge? What is your trading edge? And you know what I say? My trading edge comes from the way I see the zones. And another great example that I love using is when two artists look at the sunset, and you give them the same sunset and you give them the same tools to paint the sunset. Do you think they're going to paint it the same way? No. And the same thing for the traders. We can look at the chart, and do you think I'm going to see it the same way? No. Like traders will still see, and we all use, like we have the same tools available, like Fibonacci and zones and many, like all the indicators and that, like they are all the same, but it's really hard to have exactly the same analysis. Unless, let's say, maybe like I would say maybe like 90% could be the same if you have learned from the same mentor, you have traded like that for a very, very, very long time, and you have traded that strategy for a very long time. Maybe then you can see like, something like that. But I think it would be hard, like to see it exactly, like to do the exact same analysis. Does that make sense? So yeah, anyhow, I think traders are like artists, okay? We're like artists, and we really see the things differently in the chart. So I know there's all candlesticks are going up and down and all that, but we do see things differently. My watch says it's time for a walk. And speaking about the walk, guys, I do want to see. So for those who are watching, please join our Discord community. Currently, we're doing a giveaway every single Monday where the traders, all you need to do is just post your steps, like your daily steps. So for example, you can use different apps for that. I use like just Samsung Health because my phone is Samsung. Yes, I'm not an Apple fan. I know. So not an Apple, and then you can just share your like daily activity like this, and share how many steps you did. And then every Monday, I will randomly pick a trader who will get 5K junior account as a giveaway. So because it leveraged, I put it up there that healthy minds equals good traders, right? So, and your mind, like when you need to get a time away from the charts, it is the best way to just physically walk away and go for a walk, even if it's like 5-10 minutes, but to physically detach from that chart or from the losing trade, even the winning trade, because you know how it is. We don't only get emotional when we lose, we get emotional when we win. And then actually I think that's even more dangerous, to not control the emotions for your winners, because what you do then is the emotions take over, and then you suddenly feel like you know it all. You know what's gonna, like, I know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna put, I don't know, like 10 lots on GJ, and I'm gonna be selling this, and I'm going to be targeting this because this is looking great. Like, but actually, I think this is what, for analysis, I think this what it is. This was a support. We broke, and this is our first retest. And what I noticed is, and I know this is 15 minutes, But what I noticed is that this here is the first retest is the most accurate one. So if the first retest goes well, then it's most likely gonna hit your take profit. So just yeah, wanted to say that. So yeah, we'll see. But the thing is also for me to enter this trade, I would need to wait for bearish closure, right? So this cannot be bullish. If the closure is bullish, I'm not entering the trade just because there's a zone. There is a zone, but for the zone to be valid, I need to see the bearish closure for me to sell. So for example, let's put it this way. There could be traders who are limit traders, right? So they trade limit orders, and most likely the limit orders have already been triggered in, and you're already in the sales. And now it just depends where you put your stop. Were you taking it on this wick here or not? So you could have had a stop above here, then you still would be good. If you would put the stop above this, right? If you're like selling like that and your stop is above this, you would be out. You would be crying. I mean, not crying. The next area I would put is in here. But then I need to have 2R. Will I have 2R? Yeah. So let's say if I get the bearish closure like this, then I could have my stops above previous structure. So this one is one structure. This is another one like that in here. But I think it's too close because we already had wicked out in here. So the price might come for this wick again and then move lower. So I think the next safe area would be this here, right? So we have bearish candle, bullish, bearish, and that's my structure. Let me put it like this, right? So I would need to have it above this structure. So just in case if the price, does something like that and then goes lower. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna do that. I mean, this looked really nice. Like this is really nice area for the price to go lower. But will it? I don't know. I need to see the bearish closure for this. I really do. So we will see. But yeah, my GJ bias. Let me take this off because I don't want to influence your with my trades. But this is really nice because this was resistant to support broke, and this is the first time we're using this area as a resistance again, right? So yeah, I'm going to put that out here. I think we're going to go down. I think we're going to go down. So, but I'm not sure. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. So a couple of things. Please join the Discord. It's a great place to be. We're trying to build it in a way where it's amazing community where everyone supports each other. We are also starting a new giveaway. It's just like a push for you to share more of your trading ideas. And that way you not only keep yourself accountable, but you also help others when you share your ideas. And I'm really excited to see how that is going to work. Then we want our traders to be active traders, go for a walk, switch off, help yourself to switch off fully, and then just really fully walk away from the chart, to go for a walk, get the steps in, post your steps that you did, and then have a chance to win 5K account. So that's like also like a motivation, okay? Like traders love to have motivation. So the motivation would be that little account giveaways that we do to encourage you guys. But other than that, check out the new Turbo Challenge. Remember, you pay the fee. If you don't pass, you don't pay the rest. If you do, then you have a lot of time, actually 30 days, and if you need more time, you can always reach out to support. We have great support, and they will be taking care of you. And other than that, hopefully next week we are again together with Devet in here. He can do his analysis and update you how his trades has been going. But other than that, I will leave you in peace. Remember, there is news, so if you're trading today, be really, really careful. And yeah, that's me done. So thank you so much, guys, for joining in, and I will see you the next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.